Today they will be learning in Sunday school about friendship and also about how the church came together and how the truth was passed down from generation to generation. But today here I want to talk to you about friendship. We already talked in the chapel a little bit about this. Do you have friends? How many friends do you have? Maybe 5. How about you, David? Do you have any friends? Okay. Theodore, how many friends do you have? Maybe 20. David has 20 friends. How about Catherine? How many friends do you have, Catherine? 19. All right, one less than David. That's great. How about you, Anna? How many friends do you have? Few friends. Polikseni, do you have any friends? How many? Don't tell me 20. Few, right? Okay, so we all have friends. And what is the quality of friendship? How about you, Katerina? Do you have friends? How many? Fair enough. Fair amount. All right, so we have a lot of friends, or we have few friends. I have few friends, if I count them from according to the world. But who are our friends in real life? Who are our friends? Huh? Everyone around us is our friend, right? Today in the gospel, what did the gospel say? You saw me hungry, you saw me thirsty, you saw me in prison, you saw me in the hospital, you came, visited me, you did all these things. Who would you do those things for? Usually. Your friends. Like if you hear your friend is in the hospital, you go visit them, right? God forbid if they're in prison, what would you do? You go visit them there too, right? It doesn't matter why they went to the prison. They're your friend. You've got to go and visit them, right? Or if you see your friend is very hungry, would you feed them? Yes. If you see they are thirsty and they ask you a glass of water, here's the important part. Remember this. I always wanted to be friends with my bosses when I was in the world. And they always were very careful. Why do you think that is? Like your superiors. Why don't they want to be your friend? You may take advantage of them, right? If they become your friends. When I became a priest, this is a confession, they told me, don't become friends with your parishioners. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? I am your friend. I want to be your friend. But, things can happen, right? If you're friends and you're not a good friend, so there's a good friend and there's a bad friend. Then when you're a bad friend, then you can take advantage of your friend. But why do we have to be friends? Why do I have to be friends with all of you? And why do I have to be friends with everybody out there? Why do I have to do that? Because Jesus called us his friends. So in our churches, sometimes we look at God and we're afraid of him, right? Because he's the judge, he can punish us. Sometimes we think that. But Jesus came to reverse that. In fact, he said to his disciples, you think of me as your master. You called me master. You called me Lord, which is what the Israelites did to God. I called him Lord, master, heavenly creator, right? But, he says, from now on, because I have come to you, you will call me friend. I will be your friend. So if Jesus is my friend and Jesus is your friend, does that make me and you friends? Are you friends with your friends' friends? In a sense, right? Sometimes. We should be. If I get along with you, and if you get along with Anna, I should be getting along with Anna too, right? Because we're kind of in the same, think of the same way, we hang out together, right? We should all be friends together because Jesus is our friend. Now tell me what a friend means to you. Who do you call a friend? People who care about what you said. Okay. How about you, Theodore? Who would you call a friend? People who are nice to you. How about you? How about people whom you are nice to? Right? Right? So people whom you like to be nice to, they should be your friends. So the Lent is coming. And this is, I want you to take away this. So we have friends. Everybody should be our friends. People who are nice to us, they are our friends. And what should we do for our friends? That's the last thing we need to remember. Jesus said today, if you saw me hungry, you fed me. If you saw me thirsty, you gave me water. If you saw me in the hospital, you came and visited me. So if you saw me in prison, You came and visited me. So what do you do by doing those things mostly? When you go visiting someone, what do you do for them? What do you sacrifice? Let's put it that way. Time. So what it means to be a friend. Jesus said, if your friend asks you to walk a mile with them, what should you do? Walk half a mile? 2 miles. You should be ready to give more than they ask for. If they ask from you your shirt, give them also your jacket, he said. So give them more than they ask from you. So what does it mean to be a friend again? It means that we are ready to sacrifice for them the most important things. The shirt that I have is the most important thing, because if I go outside without a shirt and without a jacket, I'll be cold. But if a friend asks me, I should give it to them. I have so many important things to do, right? If a friend asks me to walk with them to somewhere important, and it's a mile, I should tell them, well, even if it was 2 miles, I would walk with you. What does it mean? It means that I sacrifice. So the true friend is the one who sacrifices things for you. And if you want to be a true friend for someone, you need to be able to sacrifice things for them. What did Jesus sacrifice for us? His life. He said the true friend is the one who is willing to lay down his life for his friends. So we have established in the past, right? What is our life? Our life is time. In order for us to be able to sacrifice our life, we need to be willing to give our time to others. Can you do that? So, the Great Lent is coming. That's your sacrifice. You're going to find a person who needs your time. You may need to listen to them. You may need to prepare food for them. You may need to visit them when they're in a hospital. You may even find someone who needs a visitor who is in the prison, and you go and visit them. Well, you can't do that. Don't do that. I'll do that for you. If you find somebody, tell me, I'll go visit them. All right? God bless you. Let's continue.